Have you ever wondered which is better, a hard side suitcase or a soft side suitcase? Well, let's investigate both of them and which one might be a better fit for you. Okay, so I have one of each, a hard side and a soft side. My hard side is for trips that are 7 days or more. And while it has some drawbacks, I also like certain things about it. First of all, this one is the second one from this company. It's called IT, and I had originally gotten one with a boat on the front of it because I want to be able to identify my luggage when it comes off the belt when it's under the plane. And that was great. But unfortunately, when they throw this thing around, these are plastic wheels, not the best. So the whole thing cracked. The company did give me a brand new suitcase, which is this one, and this one has lasted. I will say, if you're going to spend a little bit of money on a suitcase, it's better to spend a little bit more and get a good structured suitcase and make sure that it has a warranty. I happened to buy this one, well, the other one that broke, on a sale at Bell's here in Florida. They usually sell suitcases around the holidays. While it was not an expensive suitcase, I was lucky to get a warranty. So if you're going to spend a lower amount, make sure that the company does have a warranty so that if something should happen, then you can get another suitcase and that you haven't wasted your $50 that you could have put in to a suitcase that costs a little more and probably had a better quality. I will say the quality of this is average. It's not the best, but so far it's held up. The bad part about this hard side, and I don't know of any hard sides that have pockets in them on the outside because they need that hard shell. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but because this is going under the plane, it doesn't matter to me. If this was going to be a take-on, a carry-on onto the plane, then I would want an outside pocket, which this one doesn't have. The other reason why I happen to like hard side for under the plane is because if the rack that they're using to put the luggage onto the plane is outside and it starts to pour, which did happen to us once, then your luggage is going to be soaking wet. We happened to be going home, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But can you imagine having a wet suitcase and you open it up and you're starting your vacation and all of your stuff is wet and gross? That would not be a fun way to start a vacation. So that's why I happen to like the hard side. All right. But this trip is only a 3-nighter heading south. So excited. This is my soft side. This one is actually the brand that is used by a lot of flight attendants. It's called Travel Pro. I absolutely love this. This was a gift from my husband. I told him, don't get me black because everyone and their mother has black. Even though this doesn't go under the plane, every once in a while, if there isn't enough overhead space when you get on the plane, then you're gonna have to put it under, and you always wanna get a color that's a little different or make it stand out by putting a specialized tag on it. I always put Snoopy's on mine, or, you know, like a really bright color, stripe, a scarf, something like that. So for this one, this has the outside pocket. It actually has 2 outside pockets. It has this big one, which I really like, that I can fit some of my sandals, which this is the pair of sandals, one of the pairs that I'm bringing, and I can just stick it right here in the front and it doesn't take up a whole lot of room. It also has a smaller little one that's in front of it right there. And this one, I can put my passport in it or tickets or whatever. Right now, apparently I have a deck of cards. I don't even know if all cards are here. Oh, I have a candy bar. I have no idea how old that is. Make sure you clean all your pockets out before you travel again. This is going in the garbage. I also have apparently some baby powder put in here. I don't know why that's in there. But anyway, I happen to like the outside pockets a lot when I'm taking a piece of luggage onto the plane. Now, as far as the inside goes, this has, I think most suitcases have this now, but it has an extension. The only problem is if you really stuff it, it's gonna be a little challenging to get it into that overhead bin. I'm letting my husband do this for me this trip, so he can be the one that shoves things, but I'm gonna really try to not pack as much as I normally do. I am the queen of overpacking, and I already have all my outfits laid out. I have 3 different night outfits, 3 different day outfits. Of course, the traveling home outfit, and I'm trying to keep my shoes to the ones on my feet, which will be sneakers, and 2 pairs of sandals, a pair for the pool and a pair for my nighttime outfits. So that should keep it low. If you do like to wear heels, heels do take up a little bit more room. I ditched those things a long time ago, so I wear flats and sandals now. So you'll see this particular one has a lot of space and it's pretty deep for a carry-on. I don't use packing cubes. I know a lot of people do. I've never tried them, but I like to roll my clothes. And most of the things that I have don't really wrinkle too badly. So if I take it and I just roll it and I can fit them really nicely in here, then I should be able to get everything in here. Plus it has these straps, which I always use, and you just tie everything down really well. In this part, which I also love, this is a zippered part. I can sometimes put shoes in here, but I like to put my toiletries in here when possible. I actually have this that I travel with. I don't know if this is gonna fit this trip. I'm gonna see what I can do. If not, I might have to unload this and just literally pick the essentials. Also, I have to double check and make sure that everything I have can go on the plane, because I typically use this when I'm traveling with under the plane and I can throw whatever I want in here. So I have to make sure there's no liquids in here. The other thing that I'm bringing, if you are going to a resort, which we are, I'm bringing my own floaty. I'm not going to unfold it because it's already compacted down nicely, but I bought this at Target for $10. It is the best to travel with. The only thing that you have to blow up are the tubes on the bottom and the top. Super easy. Doesn't take a machine to do it. I brought 2 of these on the trip that I went to last year, Hukilau. I did drive to that one, and it was such a hit. My friend and I each had one. It was so much fun. We had the best time with these, and I'm bringing them again. My husband didn't want to bring one, but I am definitely bringing mine. So that is going definitely in the suitcase. The other thing that I recommend when you are traveling, I might have mentioned this in some other videos, is you can buy this from the dollar store. I use this for dirty laundry. It is great to separate. When you come home, all you do is you take this, you dump it in the washing machine, and you're good to go. So I bring this with me for my dirty clothes. Sometimes the hotels will have those bags that you can use to send out to laundry, and you can use those bags as your dirty laundry. But I just happened to find this at the dollar store, and it works really well for me, and I can use it over and over again. And that is it. So it just really depends on what is good for you. Like I said, I like to use the soft side for carry-on, and I like to use the hard side for underneath the plane. So with that, stay tuned because you will see those travel videos. I will probably have one every Sunday for probably 3 weeks. And I'm not sure if I'm going to do it in sections, like do the entertainment and do the food, or if I'm just going to do day by day. I'll figure that out when I get there. So until next time, thank you for tuning into the wonderful world of Wendy. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. Give me a big thumbs up, and I'll see you on my next adventure.